So I made a pencil today with 2 erasers. It was pointless.
That was definitely pointless.
Digging deep, ain't I? Digging deep.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another great edition of the AFoOL podcast. This is episode 115. We are approaching our 150th episode anniversary. The countdown is on. I'm Earl, Mardi Gras Man 23. We are in Joey's basement. He's over there. That's BrickTrains. Joey's in his basement in front of his Bricklink store. And down below is Jabbo, and he's actually upstairs.
Yeah.
So try to figure that out.
Down below, upstairs.
Nice.
It's always it's summer somewhere today.
Summer somewhere. You're right. Yeah. So, what's going on? Anything interesting?
Well,
and there's the show for the day.
Yeah. So my father-in-law's moved in.
Ah.
So
did you get everything out?
Yeah, well, I left. So I have this shelf that I have all my doubloon binders on, and on the top of it, I think there's like 5 modulars across the top of that, and I left that in there. And then I left Mardi Gras stuff all on the shelves, and I told him that was staying. So, and I got posters on the wall. I told him all that stuff was staying, but he's okay with it. I came home today, knocked on his door, and he got his recliner in there, and he was leaned back watching TV, and he bought him a box of oatmeal pies, and I said, we still had some in the kitchen. He says, oh, I didn't know. And then he rolls over his blanket on his bed, and he's got Cheez-Its and and Reese's peanut butter cups. He went to the store to get snacks.
Wow.
Like a teenager hiding stuff in his room.
Yep.
Well, he could be on breaking news.
He's hiding it. Yeah, he's hiding it from Jason and Alex.
Well, so I got a vault set. I did a video. Well, I started doing a video today. I haven't finished it, but I kind of got back. Earl kind of got me doing.
Yes, I've done it. I've created a new video series for Joey, and it's going to cost him money.
Oh, so what is this? 69. I have the box.
Oh, you got the box. So did you buy this as a set then?
I bought it. I've actually had it, and it's been just up here on the shelf of I'll get to it one of these days. But yeah, I got the instructions in the thing. 6952. It's the solar power transporter. Not that I see too many solar cells on there, but
maybe it's just because it's somewhere in the solar system.
Maybe I hadn't thought of that. Very good. Yeah.
Maybe the Lego designer didn't research to see what solar power was back in the 1980s when that came out.
Well, so let's look and see what kind of, because I haven't done this yet. What kind of, because you said classic space. So what do I need to get for classic space? What do I not have?
Yeah, you said you still needed some. So that's kind of, I would like to know how many there are. How many classic space sets are there?
Okay.
How many do you need?
All right.
What year did this one come out? Did you say that?
I did not. Well, we'll find out here in a second because I'll pull it up.
And so let's see. How many years it was just red and white before the next Spaceman was introduced?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
When is it not classic space?
Well, there is definitely, according to BrickTsar, a definite time there. Window.
So when I look at
BrickTsar,
how many does BrickTsar show? 92?
Yeah. Okay, so let me sort. Yeah, year released. 78 to, that's probably, let's go to the bottom. Well, technically there's 2014 to 2015, but that's.
Yeah.
87 is what they're saying.
Why does that? Every time we look at this, I know I've done this before. That Polaris
Space Lab.
It's like every time I see that, I'm like, why do I not remember this?
Not the Futuron background, but I guess they're not.
So that has to be mid '80s, mid to late '80s, or is that '87? Yeah, that's when the Futuron stuff was around.
I don't remember.
Look at all the blue, three blue spacemen in there.
I don't remember that with all blue.
Yeah, I think Stacy just got one of these in a bulk lot. I think. Well, that's one I need.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top because I got a couple questions about what classifies as owning the set. So I got all these, the rocket launcher, Alpha Run rocket, space cruisers. These are the three that I had when I was a kid, along with the little space shuttle and the mobile ground tracking station. They, played with. I could build that little space shuttle in my much like the tipper truck, where you just could build it. So then I think I had the little space buggy too. So looks like I got everything up to 79. And then keep here's the first. Oh, yeah.
That's the same set.
Right. So is 924, the space transporter.
How many duplicates are there with different numbers? Because there's rocket launcher again.
Well, in this first grouping, there is you got rocket launch pad, space transporter, mobile rocket launcher, mobile ground tracking station, and they're all up here again. All three of them, let's see, two of them there.
Bunch of duplicates. And I've got a fair amount of them. And if you have the lunar plates that aren't in the packaging, does that count as a set?
Well, there's
like 4 of those. There's 4.
Now,
there's 3 on this row.
Right.
And there's one on the row above it.
That one there. Now, for me to have checked these here, I know I have the packaging for these.
Oh, okay.
I know I have the packaging for these. It's not just the base plates. But when we get down to these minifig packs, let's start with 14. Do I have to own? Because all it was a box with those 2 figures in it. And I don't own it, and there's none for sale.
Yeah.
I have a plethora of those figures. I mean, so, I'm like, I could check that off. I could even put them in a little baggie, right? 14 on there and say, yeah, there it is. And it's same for this one, 6711.
Why is it things like that, you feel more like and when I say you, I mean me too. You feel more like you need to have the packaging, whereas if you had one of the big sets, you don't necessarily worry about it.
Exactly. That's my whole thing. Yeah. I've always said the minimum for me to say I have the set is to say I have the instructions, right? And the pieces, right? Yeah. So these have no instructions. So I can't hit my criteria of, I got the parts and I have the instructions. I have those parts.
I think you should I think you should just get all the parts, put them in a bag, and you should just put yourself a note that you have it without package.
There you go. I think you're right. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, just so I can check them off. So I guess the first set I don't have is this Explorer vehicle. I mean, that looks like that's going to be pretty simple to part together.
You would think. I mean, he's got 2 of those metal detectors.
Right.
That's about it.
I mean, and are those really that hard to get in that color?
Probably not. The blue boxes, you get 2 blue boxes.
Yeah.
The wheels are very common.
Yep.
Yeah, you piece that one together.
So you just got to find the instructions.
Right.
So this is one of the, on that set that support, the stanchion, or whatever you call it.
Okay.
The blue one. There's at least 2 different versions of that.
Well, let's look and see. How hard is this going to be? Is that, that's switch. So 6, did I just dock somebody? No. 6844. Now, did it not call it something else on here? Yeah, Explorer vehicle here But
seismological.
Yeah. So okay,
Sysmobile. The Sysmobile.
So it looks like the instructions I can get, a couple bucks.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Anybody in the United States, Canada? You can't get anything in and out of Canada right now.
Oh, I know.
They're on strike. Okay, so none in the United States. So I'm gonna have to get it from someplace. But even at that, $5 is the most. It'll cost me more in shipping.
Uh-huh.
So, but what about these parts? Is there anything special about this? Holy crap, $133. What the? That's got to be.
That's got to be sealed, huh?
Those people got it for $10.
Yeah. 100% complete, intact, all prints and gold good with color copied instructions. So that
should not be allowed. That should not be allowed.
It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. So was this set not released?
There's one with original instructions for 10 something.
That's probably what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get it with the instructions. Instructions 6 of 10. Complete. Let's go to the last ones. That'll be the more expensive. There's the sealed. $133 sealed. And I don't. Oh, there's one for
I haven't.
US.
I was about to say I didn't see any for US. That's the first one.
That's
$30.
one.
Then you got to check eBay.
Got to check eBay. Yeah.
So how many did you say there were? 94 sets.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of them that you don't have. You can, but should you erase the 5 crater packs, base plate packs, or do you count? I guess you count those.
No, I count them because I have the paperwork for those. Because they were just a card in cellophane. I think I have one in oh wait, that was the Samsonite stuff. They had a photo.
And you don't have the box.
Well, right. You don't have the cellophane, you don't have the box. You're right. One of them was just like a fold over. It was like 2 pieces of cardboard that you just kind of folded. I got that, and then one was in a box, or at least I have a box. I'm trying to think what the other one. There might have 2 of them I have might be in boxes, but
all right. So if I'm trying to become a classic space completist, what are going to be the ones that'll be a challenge for us?
Okay.
I see one that you don't have right there.
Galaxy Commander is going to be a problem. Well, not a problem, but expensive.
Is it also expensive parts to like piece together?
I don't know about that.
$69.80. I'll see what the used price.
$1,800.
Is that for a sealed one?
Sealed one, yeah. Well, price guide. View price guide.
Oh wow! Even used, the parts are almost $200.
Wow.
So this is the one I should start working on now.
They must have. Can you look at it? There's got to be something in there that's like 1 or 2 parts that's pretty pricey.
Look, the instructions jump up pretty quick.
Yeah.
You're 15, 16, 20 bucks for instructions pretty quick.
So I'm going to add it to my store. I'm going to add to store inventory.
Oh.
Let's see. How do you part it out?
Man, it doesn't look like it's got. That blue wedge might be.
Oh, that sounds like an expensive one. No,
$3-4.
That's not
bad. There's these blue stanchions.
There's the stanchions 3 millimeter wide.
Well, look, they're buck.
Okay, I'm trying to do the part. I can't find where to change it to new. I'm not used to using Bricklink.
Be careful you don't actually add it.
Yeah.
What was it? Go back. What is that? Oh, okay, I see. Never mind. That's the upside down.
Yeah, those. That's like those things should be a.
Yeah, those are cockpit piece.
Few dollars.
Oh, there's hoses. How much are the hoses? The black hoses.
Black hoses. Get back to the top. Yeah, $4 or $5. $6 going up quick. $7, $8. So that's going to be That's gonna be a little bit of an expense. Oh wait, what is the note? The hose. Oh, okay. I thought it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Did you get it figured out? What it was?
No, I was trying to do the part out. I'm doing
Right.
it on my phone. I can't. I need new glasses. I can't see where to change it to new or used.
Now here it's showing the 4073 sprue, which is
Oh, you don't need that.
right. But I bet you that sprue is going to drive that price up.
Yeah.
Really?
Not on sprue anymore. That's stupid.
Ah, not on sprue. What?
That's just dumb. Like if it's used without sprue, why is this even? Is it?
Why could you even? Why
just the sprue in the middle?
Yeah.
Why would you list it like that?
This is like nonsense. Not
people...
on sprue. Not on sprue. There's no listing should be there with it separate.
Well, that one said new. The last one said new. $3.
The last new, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
but why would you want to buy that new if you plan on building it?
Yeah, you're not.
Right.
You're not.
That's just for collecting. Yeah. Oh, there's what I found it.
Well, I can tell you the one that's going to get me completely. This lunar rocket launcher. I think that one's going to.
So you know what's funny? You see that row? I had that whole row except for the one you're missing.
The lunar rocket.
Oh wow!
As a kid, I had those first 4,
but
I didn't have that one you were missing.
The space dart that one's so cool, and I didn't have it as a kid. I got a couple of them now because they're cool.
I'm looking at the prices to see if there's anything we overlooked. I think we hit the.
Okay, so here's we're up to number 4. So I'm counting 4.
Okay, 4.
Not counting those little minifig packs. I'm
right. Okay. Yeah. So the surface hopper, which has got yellow hoses in it, that's probably going to be a.
No, they were in a few sets. I see that set below it. They were also in that set below it.
Well,
I had that one below it too.
Okay.
I found 2 more pieces in there that are high dollar.
What's that?
The white slope, the big wedge slope, or not wedge, but there's a wedge, the wedges, and then the big slope. That slope right there.
This one, 422.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So minimum. Yeah, it's going to be like $3 to $5.
Right.
And
people say that well, that's not too bad, $3 to $5.
No.
But if you got 15 $3 to $5 pieces to buy,
yeah,
it gets quick.
Yeah, and then there's the white wedges.
And then you can't find a seller that has anything else.
The quantity you need.
Right.
Like you need 2 there. You might find somebody's only got 1.
Right.
That's the inverted. That's the inverted one.
Go down to wedges are always at the end.
Oh, you mean the
44.75, the very last piece.
Yeah. Okay.
Need 2 of those.
Well, and I could tell you another thing that, and I know this from trying to because this piece is in a lot of classic space, or it's in several. I've had to find this part before. It's yellow and broken.
Yeah, it's because it's thin there.
Yes.
Some damage. Look at that. I'm looking at the one in the U.S. Some damage. Yellowed.
Discolored.
Armadillata. Small ding.
Yeah, discolored yellow.
That'd be the kind of thing to be cool to find in a bulk lot.
But exactly. But they're still wanting $6 for these.
Yeah.
It's hard to get something that age that's not yellow.
You'd find that in the bulk lot, and you wouldn't think nothing of it. Just another wedge piece, because those are real common in blue, I think.
Yeah, and other colors. Yeah. Okay, 4.
I think that's the only thing about going to a Bricks and minifig is if you had the knowledge base in your head of things like that, you might come out good. If they didn't think to pull that stuff.
Right.
So are we at 4 or 6? 4.
This is 5 right here.
Okay, we're counting.
Unknown.
Unknown.
If it's unknown, how can you be missing it?
And it doesn't even exist on Bricklink. There's a whole story that this is possibly just a picture of a sample
photograph. So there's not even an inventory of it.
No.
You'd have to reverse engineer it.
Right.
Look at that wedge, that blue wedge.
This
Was that
front-
in the blue sticker or tile piece?
right? Yeah, I don't think those are
No,
because
I've
that's
seen
the
it.
normal one there. Oh, you've seen that in blue?
Wait,
This one here.
there's another set. I know it's in white.
So is
I
that
know
similar to
it's either white or gray. I know they have that
There's-
big.
Yeah.
Definitely gray. Definitely gray.
I'm pretty sure it's in white too.
Are these yellow, trans yellow dishes?
Yeah. But see, those are, if you scroll back up to those sets with the ones that had the yellow hoses, those parts aren't that.
But
Scroll
a
back up.
trans yellow dish, they have all these red ones. Everything I remember is red.
Scroll back up to that one I told you had the yellow hoses. Right.
This one or up
No.
more? This one's got yellow hoses.
There it is, the cosmic.
Oh, it is red. I thought that was yellow.
Yeah.
See, and here's the other color. That's what is
Green.
that? Green,
Yeah.
yeah. Trans neon green or something.
Yeah, green
Let's
and
not-
red dishes. But the yellow,
This
And then-
set may be, looking at it, it may be impossible to part together. We'll have to look that up. I'll have to. But okay, so this piece here, you were saying that piece there.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
scroll
look at
back
there.
up.
Look at this. Look at
Yeah,
there.
that's
Oh, it
There
is
are
neat.
both of
Okay,
those.
Yeah.
never mind.
I had that set. I know I had that set.
So
I knew-
this set would be the one you would get to get the pieces to start building that other one.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Them dishes, though, those are going to be the thing.
Those are
There's
2x2, right?
Yeah. Uh-oh,
So
what did I do now?
that set could be like the Spider-Man wrestling set.
Yes.
Those trans yellow dishes.
Is there?
Yeah.
How much are they? Are they expensive?
Oh,
No. Okay.
they're probably modern. It said they were available. They're available in sets that are out today.
So were they available in '86? That'll be hard to. Well, no, you can see. What's
You'd
the
have-
number?
You'd have to look at this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of
Pull
the
up
dish,
sets that it's in.
4740.
4740. Okay. Inverted. 2000 sets.
You do color info.
Yeah, I didn't do the color. Oh, wait. It still ain't gonna help in that list. Trans.
No, right there. Go down below. Go down. Right there. Color info. Then you can see the colors, known colors,
Right.
is on the right. Lots
Right.
for sales on the left. And if you keep going, there's trans
Yellow.
yellow. And it's only in 6 sets. How do so many people? Oh. Look at this. Yavin 4. Yeah, Rebel Base brought it back. That part was been discontinued for 30 years. And that set brought it back.
Look,
Wow.
go back, Joey.
Yeah.
It's right above that. The set you're looking for, Space Value Pack. That's the one.
No,
Go down
1526. Yeah, that's
Go
right.
down.
Yeah,
Read
that's
the
it.
inventory.
There's
Okay.
a box.
Click on the inventory. Wow.
Okay. So we have an inventory.
What about
There's your
instruction?
blue. Was there instructions? Wait a minute. Let me go back. 1526. I looked this up earlier and I didn't think it even existed in. I know I looked it
Item
up.
was likely not released. Cannot add to inventory. Cannot add to wanted lists.
Oh,
It's
so
disputed to exist. So they took it out.
that's
So
what
how-
happens if you type the set number.
Yeah.
in. So however we just found it is the only way you can find it. So they've removed it from the system.
So what's that 1507 then?
1507.
Yeah. Look at set 1507. I
So
said
there-
so we found a way to find hidden stuff on Bricklink.
So you
Space Value
found
Pack.
you found a way to get the parts.
$1,000. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. But that's
How-
1558. That's the other one.
So instead of making the 1526, they made this.
You know what's crazy is I had both those sets. I wonder if I had this little value pack.
Might have.
Why did I open it?
Why did you open it? Yes.
If everybody thought not to open it,
That looks like a real box.
It does.
it
look
says
like
it is a real
box.
box. It's found at Legoland Berlin, but it had no parts in it.
Look, you see that big starburst? I bet that starburst was supposed to be some graphic for a
That
price
was like-
or a value pack or something.
Yeah.
I've seen that in like some German stores where there was, and it looks like would be a European box because there's no part counts or anything on it. So yeah, like a store sticker.
So now you can get the parts, Joey.
Yep.
So you can get a parts list. So now the problem would be building it from the parts list.
Right. Right. Because there's no instructions.
I think having only 94 parts, and somebody had to have reverse engineered it though.
Well, there's enough pictures of it. There's enough pictures here. I think
you could, if you had those parts, you probably could.
You could be pretty close. And if you were had parts in the wrong spot, nobody would know.
Yeah.
You just put it in your cabinet and call it a day. Right. So that would be number 5.
That's number 5, and that's going to be the hard one. This light and sound is just expensive. And then
oh wow,
ooh, yeah.
How did you miss all these from the '86?
Well, because I graduated in '87, and by '86 I done figured out girls.
Oh.
I had that Starfire.
The Starfire one, that's another cool one, yeah.
6. See, I knew it was in white. There's that piece again.
It's in white, yeah, absolutely.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're up to 11 now. Oh, this 12, 13. This is going to be a great video series.
And then we're down to 14.
That was the last one, I think.
That was the last one, yeah. So 14 I got to get. Yep. This Cosmic Fleet Voyager. Look at that ship. That is huge.
Oh, that's probably going to be the hardest one. Yeah, all those special sloped elements.
Yep.
Look, there's that blue piece on the front. You ever looked at, like, when they built that ship, the ship looks great, and then you look at that little thing coming out of the front, and you're like,
yeah. Why?
Goodness. Yeah, that's at $200-something.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's going to be an expensive video. So, like and subscribe. Join the membership so we can get this. So there's what Earl has set me up to do.
Hey, the funnest part of collecting is the chase.
The chase is it.
And then you're like the dog chasing the car. Once you catch it, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do with it?
You find something else. You move on.
Well, while we're in Bricklink, do we want to talk about the navigation update?
Yeah.
Do we know anything?
No, I guess not. They're just changing it, which is both exciting and concerning.
It scares me
because the Bricklink. That's the one thing. I'm hoping it has something to do with search. But I'm really worried that they're going to make it like the Lego website, which would suck.
Did they not say that in the press release or the emails that we all got that they were going to the Lego back end? Isn't that what it said in the email? Let me pull the email because I think I saved the email.
I have a bad habit of not reading them.
Not reading them. Bricklink team. I'm just going to skip a new navigation menu, retiring old features, which was okay.
Oh, wait. So,
they were getting rid of things that nobody uses, like the member collage.
Right.
What about when you go to Bricklink, isn't there like a new look or the old version or whatever?
I think they did away with the new look. They're going to do away with the new look.
All right.
Because nobody liked it anyway. But I wonder if I still have it on my store. I never look at my own store.
Here's the screenshot. And now that I've got out of my email. Yeah, so mid-December. So we're not quite mid-December yet.
It's like a couple of days away.
It is getting what is it? Today's
It's mid-December. I don't know what
well,
time.
The 15th is the mid-December. Well, yeah, okay. When does this release? Yeah, it is.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. All right. Here's the thing here's login experience with a Lego account.
What? I don't want that.
How are they going to merge it?
Hmm.
How are they going to merge it?
So are you going to have to go through the Lego site to get to Bricklink now? You're going to have to log in to Lego, and
So,
then
they screwed my account up years ago.
You are never going to get in Bricklink again. But you'll get your VIP points finally.
No, but it's like when I go onto the LAN site, I have to log in a different way. I can't log in.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, I have the two different accounts that I had, but they're not merged with the LAN. And
yeah, I was on the LAN site the other day, and I was showing it to Heather, and when it didn't have me logged in, and it said, "Hey, we ain't seen you in a while," and then it did something, and it made me log in with my Lego account.
But it's the wrong Lego account. Oh,
well,
then
no, I only have one Lego account.
So Heather, had she started her channel yet?
We have some stuff hidden in the background.
When you should get her to start her channel, and when she gets 3 or 4 videos, apply for the LAN, just to see if they could.
She's got a 1-year plan. She wants to see the thing about her doing it. Like she had a video that dropped today, and it did underperform. But I think I got one of my tram videos. They did pretty good, but one of them just tanked. It ain't even a third of the views as the other. So I think because I took too long, just everybody got tired of me doing nothing. But so she sees that and she's like, oh, it's not performing. So that's gonna be her thing. If in a year's time, if she doesn't feel like it's growing or nobody's watching, she will get discouraged with it. So we'll see. But I'm not ruling out that plan, Earl. not that quickly. I figure about a year, and I mean nobody watches this podcast, right? So here's the plan. So she's gonna do it about a year, and she's gonna do the things that nobody likes: Friends, City, maybe even some Duplo stuff, because these are things that sell a lot at Lego. If they didn't sell, they wouldn't be back. Right? Friends is everywhere. It's constant.
I have really thought about becoming Duplo centric. If you
look at it from a LAN standpoint or a review standpoint, nobody is doing Duplo.
Nobody does Duplo.
Nobody does Friend stuff.
And I will say that if I look at my top 20 videos of all time, probably close to 15 of them are Duplo.
Well, and I think that it's an area that if people don't do reviews of Duplo sets, and there are plenty of new mothers, new grandmas, and it's like, hey, what look at, and she's going to do an honest review of it, and we'll see. We got to get her out of this studio. We're trying to clean out one of the bedrooms.
I think it'd be good if she had her own aesthetic,
her own space.
Yeah. No, she's gonna do her thing, her own thing. We just been messing around, kind of getting her used to doing the videos and kind of what it takes how to get from videoing it to me so that I can edit it, and we're still working that process. It's hard to just say, okay, here's the camera, here's the phone, here's the whatever, go record it, and not stand there and help her.
So are you one of your last videos you were aggravated with one of your cameras, and is that the camera you're giving her?
Actually, it is. But the thing is that camera is super high end. I mean, I say that it's 5 or 6 years old for a digital camera, but it does really good if it's just your face. And I never use it for that. I always use it for the close up.
Who's controlling that camera?
it's controlling itself.
Ah.
So if you,
AI.
yeah, well, if you're doing like a face shot or just, and we're also setting her up. She's going to do A/B video, so she'll have her A shot. She's going to do like Jabbo, have your A shot, and then do B footage
Separately.
Instead of close-ups. And then that way she can do, she's all independent. She doesn't need me to be here to record it. She can do it all. And then I just got to take the files, chop it up, and put it in there. So it won't be the 2-camera system that I do, and it'll be simplified from
so
why are we still looking at this page?
That's, I don't know.
We can go back talk about it. Okay.
When you're making videos, simplicity is what I like. And so that's why I'm looking forward to this year being over.
I bet.
The hardest thing to do is to be in front of the camera. I don't do like, if I'm not in front of the camera, it's not because I'm bashful and don't want to be in front of the camera. It's just harder. Especially if you're doing it all by yourself. You don't have somebody there. So how many times have you filmed something, you go back, oh, my head was cut off.
Right.
The camera moved just a little bit.
Right. No, it's
or it stopped recording. Look at how many times this has happened to all of us.
All of us.
Especially Jason. So when you're behind the camera, like when you're in control of the camera, or you got it on a tripod and you're behind it, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. You see it.
You see it.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of my old videos, I don't have to edit out that part where I'm walking to get in frame. Like I turn the camera on, then I walk around.
Yeah.
So there's more editing when you're in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And then you're doing like you trying to do all these different camera angles, and then I think you
can be critical. It's fine.
This is my criticism to you. You can edit out the struggle. I mean, you can put some of it in there to be funny, but it's like, if it's not focusing, go over there and get a shot of it in focus, and then go back in front of the camera.
I know.
Well, I'm going with this.
Well, that's because I'm basically lazy. No, you're right. My production value is super low because I have self-imposed a very complicated system, and I don't follow through with it. I whatever I get is what I get.
And what you want to do is fine. It's like if that's what you want to do, like record the different shots and then you just go back and forth between the ones that you want to be in front.
Right.
That's fine, but if you want to make it easier,
right?
There's things you can do.
Yeah, and
that's why a lot of people use B-roll. Like they may sit in front of the camera and talk. And then I think that I do it the hard way sometimes. Sometimes I do my B-roll and then I try to talk about it. Right. It's easier to just say what you're going to say and then listen to your whatever you recorded. Okay, what shot do I need here? Okay. Oh, I don't have that. Let me go record something real quick and then I'll put it there.
And that's what I'm coaching her in, is she's going to sit there and whatever. I ain't got nothing. Hey, guess what? I ain't got nothing to pick up. Not with how to pick it. But okay, you're holding the model, the whatever, you're posing, you're Vanna Whiting it, right? You're talking about it. Oh, this door opens, or look at this little minifigure. And I've told her, I said, oh, that's fine. You just do that. You just got to remember when it's time to shoot your B footage, you remember that you opened that door, or you picked up that minifigure and shoot your B footage.
Yeah.
And then I'll edit it all together. And the reality,
it can take a long time to edit that when you do it that way, but it can be a better viewing experience.
It's better viewing experience. And I will probably do. Oh, I already have. There's. If you think my raw footage is bad, which is what you guys get, 90% of it, hers, because she's not real great on thinking on the fly yet, but she's not going to be a script person. She won't be able to read. She could, but then that's a whole nother level. That's write a script, memorize a script, do the script, or do and that's not we're gonna go simple. And she can talk the stuff. She just gotta she made the mistake of saying there's no brick separator in this set. Why is there no bricks? Well, hun, it's too small of a set. There's no bricks there. She just got to get those kinds of things kind of cemented in her mind about what she wants to talk about. So, at any rate, it's going to be next year is going to be a good year. It'll be interesting around here because I'm going to have to keep
going on.
Well, and that's again back to the simplicity of the stuff. I need her. I have to. She's going to have to be able to video herself by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm home, because I'll come home at 2 a.m. and I may have like 4 hours there, and either before she's up or before I got to go to bed or whatever, depending on which shift I am, I'll have time to do that while I'm alone essentially, because she'll be in bed asleep. She keeps a day schedule.
So you're training a novice how to become, and I think that's what's beautiful thing about YouTube is people wanting to do it, and then it's not just I have something I want to show. It's like, how am I going to show it?
Right.
How am I going to film this video? What's the video going to look like? What's it going to sound like?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I never worry about being polished because I'm not going to be a Tiago or anybody like that. Right. That's not who I am. But I do want it to be like not a complete miserable experience for people. And so I think the most important thing for someone to learn when they're starting is my audio going to work?
Yeah. Well, and that's, you've seen me probably using it. I know I've probably mentioned it. I got the Cool Kids DJI microphone, and they're for Heather. I got those for her.
Think about what, Jason and Alex had the thing where their batteries would die.
Yeah. I did it again in their last video.
But he had backup audio.
Yes.
So, I mean, when it's happened to me, when my microphone battery dies, I didn't have another source of audio.
Because it was plugged into your phone?
Because it's plugged into my phone, right.
And see, that's the thing about the way I film. Because typically there are 3 cameras running when I film. The A shot, me, then a close-up, and then there's an off-angle B shot. Okay? All 3 of those have their own audio. And my other wireless mics, which I will probably go back to, sorry, that is a separate recording.
Yeah.
And it's usually my best audio, but if that fails, I still have the phone audio, I still have the XLR audio, and then the B.
Yeah, that's good to have that.
The worst part of all that is color matching. It drives me crazy trying to color match that stuff.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I watch Joe Scott, and he does his he's got a tangent cam. He'll turn to the side and talk to his other camera, and you can tell it's different.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the aesthetic for him. He's like, yeah, it's different. It's not the same quality as his front camera, but it's okay. They don't all have to be the same.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's our.
Yeah, the thing you always tickle me is like your close-ups.
They're farther away than the regular sometimes.
I'll give you a trade secret. This is how I do a close-up. Sometimes, if I'm filming like you do, I just crop it.
Crop it, yeah.
Yeah, so like, just instead of like, I mean, do you do that? Do you do any cropping? I don't know.
Not usually. Nope.
And if the film is high enough resolution, like if you're filming in 4K, you can crop it. I mean,
I can crop
something far away. It may start to get grainy even in 4K. But
so there's the other thing, right? Everything I shoot's 4K, and everything going to YouTube is 4K, except for this podcast.
Yeah,
but that's because StreamYard doesn't. Well, I'm not paying for the 4K for StreamYard.
I don't think they need to see us in 4K.
No, I don't think so either. But I could still crop in 4K, and you can't tell unless you put it on like a big screen TV. You can't tell. But that's the other thing is, do you really need to do 4K for YouTube? I mean, everybody watches this stuff on their phones.
Yeah, I was. So my grandson, he loves watching the videos that he's in.
Yeah.
When I watch my videos on the big TV, sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know there was that much detail.
Right.
So it is amazing the difference. But like when I'm on the phone, it's not that. I'm like, I wouldn't even know it's 4K. But when I'm watching on the TV, I was like, whoa.
Right. Yep.
So I think you should do it in 4K because there are people that might watch on TV.
Yeah, and I think down the road that ultimately 4K is just going to be the bottom of the barrel eventually.
So
I think there's a technology barrier of much above 4K. Like there's already a 5K, and I think there's a 6K or something. But you start hearing talk about 8K and all that.
It's exponentially larger than 4K. It's not twice as big. It's like
it's crazy big, and your brain can't
process 4 times
it.
as big or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, do you notice the ads? You know, Jason was having problems with the ads on his. Ads are different if you watch it on the TV versus on your phone.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
they're definitely different.
Ads are also specific to whoever's watching too.
Well, I'm signed in on my TV, and if I watch it on my phone, you know, it comes up and you can skip it. You know, you know how you can skip.
Sometimes they're longer on the TV.
Right, and you might be able to skip one. It's like you have to wait for 5 seconds. You can skip this one, and then the second one starts.
Right.
Where on your phone, you can skip it right away. Or
So have y'all got the Lego Insider ad on YouTube?
Yeah,
I get it on almost every video now.
I'm getting the one with the cat now all the time.
Oh, I get the one with the cringe one, with all the cringy people that probably never picked up a Lego brick.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the one I got.
I left a comment on that video. You know, if you click on it and click the watch, you go to the actual unlisted video.
Oh,
I was the only person that left a comment, and they didn't delete it. So if you get that ad, the Lego Insiders ad, if you get the Lego Insiders ad, go to the part where you can watch it. I'm just telling the viewers.
Yeah.
And upvote my comment.
I'm gonna do it. I will go do it.
You got to find the ad though.
I got to find the ad. Yeah, I got to watch more YouTube.
Oh, I don't know if I saved the unlisted link. That's what I should have done. I don't have the unlisted link. Oh, so now everybody's got to find it. So,
yeah.
After we get done, or tomorrow, if I get, because I get it like all the time. I'll send you the link. Actually, I'm gonna do some doom scrolling here.
Doom scroll. I was trying to find it here where I thought it said it was going to use the background or Yeah. We are replacing the underlying infrastructure to improve speed, responsiveness, security, stability, and importantly, allow us to improve the overall user experience on bricklink.com.
So, as far as make the user experience better, I don't have a problem with it. Make the speed better, I don't have a problem with the speed.
Well, they're saying the underlying infrastructure, so I'm hoping that they have, because
so here's what's going to happen. Bricklink gets a lot of orders.
Got it.
Bricklink gets a lot of orders all the time, every day. Yeah. Probably so many every hour. Right. So they're going to put it on on Lego's infrastructure, and then the site's going to crash.
Right.
Because there's going to be too many orders, and on top of the Lego orders.
Right. That scares me, especially if they embed it that deep.
Oof. Instead of it being independent.
Right.
So what do you have on here? Earn points. The earn points button on redeeming points on instructions on Inside. What are you talking about?
So when I get a new Lego set,
right,
you scan that QR code.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's gotten harder to redeem your points.
I'm looking for a QR code to scan.
I can send you a picture of it let's see if I got it.
Is it on? It's on the instructions, right? Still.
Yeah, it's on the front of the instructions.
Show my ignorance on how many of these I've done. Okay, here we go. What is this? This is that one. I parted out.
Yeah, that's that's a good one.
Yeah, I parted out several of these. Where'd my thing go? Here it is. Whoops. turn it on. And then I'm going to go up here. Click in there. I'm going to scan it. Okay, what's the scoop here?
All right, so wait a minute. You're still.
I didn't try to. I'm not trying to mess you up. I just honestly.
Keep in mind, he's not doing it on his mobile through that.
Click on register your set then.
Okay.
So that's your done. Oh, yours is. How come you can skip right to this?
Because he uses that barcode thing on his computer.
But how does it bypass all this other stuff?
So I did a video when this came out. Maybe you saw it.
I still don't know why.
So the barcode that's right here, all that is a website. It's that website at the top, lego.com, with that big scan ID. And when on a computer,
when you take a picture, it goes an extra step, I guess.
Because the app picks it up on your phone. If your app was uninstalled, if you did not have that app on your phone, it would basically do the same thing we're doing here.
Oh.
So it's the app that's causing it.
Because it's taking you to the app.
Yes.
Okay, when you go to the app, you see how that register your set is blue?
Yes.
On mine, I wish I could find the picture.
Well, okay, let me scan with my phone then. No, I got the app on my phone. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, that's what
that's what I want to see.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I took a picture of it. I just can't find it. Maybe I did a video. Oh, I think I deleted it. Oh.
So I got got by Lego. You want me?
Yeah, tell us how you got.
So, I collect all the Iron Mans, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the Iron Man book. The book that this was last year's book, came with the Iron Man fig.
Mm-hmm.
Exclusive to this book, right here, Visual Dictionary.
Yeah.
This year there's a new book.
Is it the same figure?
So it's the same figure, no big deal. I was like, I'll just have the book, just get another one, no big deal, because it's the only way you get it in the book. So look at this one. What does that say? Read, build, comes with Iron Man in Venom. This one comes with just Iron Man Visual Dictionary.
Oh, no.
It's the same. Even the book's different. Read, build, create. When you start flipping through it, it's the same book.
Oh.
The same book.
They just repackaged it.
With a different cover.
Wow.
That's so annoying.
I got.
Yeah.
So here's the first thing. I haven't used my app in a while.
Uh-huh.
New features have been added to this app. Please upgrade. And it is blocking me. It won't let me do anything.
Oh.
So
that stinks.
Let me upgrade the app. Let me upgrade the app.
I don't have a set to scan.
I still have this one here. I'm going to have to go to the Play Store. Oh, wait. Why are we looking at me? Where is the Play Store?
For all you viewers at home, this is how well prepared we are.
Yeah, sorry. So it's, what is it? The Lego Builders app? Lego Builder. This won't take but a second. Update. Yep, there is. Okay, so it's doing its thing. So you're saying this is
the way it looks. It's there's no button.
Okay, I'm 89.
It is a button, but there's no button.
There's no button.
And that's why I wish I could. I think I must have screen recorded it instead of taking a picture because I can't find it on my phone.
Okay, so here comes the Builder app.
Okay.
Now what's it? Confirm. It's you were born in.
Now you're gonna have to sign in. You're gonna have to.
Yep.
Yeah, I know this is riveting content here.
It's
also
awesome.
My phone did an update, and it's hard for me to find pictures anymore.
Okay,
right.
So here's
okay. So now you scan your thing with the phone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm
Where'd
here.
he
I'm
go?
here. Sorry. All right, scan it with my phone. Here's the QR code button, and scan. Come on. Okay, we got a green check.
All right, you see, I can't read it because it's
It just says start building. Sorry.
What's it below it?
Log in. I guess I'm not logged in. Let me hit log in.
Okay.
It should do it pretty quick. Hang on. It's going. BrickTrains. Open external app.
Password 1234.
Yeah. Don't tell everybody.
It's just password. The password.
Just
password.
Okay, so here we go. Green box. Still thinking for some reason.
Oh my goodness.
Scan the QR code. Why is it? We got the check. Oh, this is so awesome, Lego.
I'm telling you, they don't want you to redeem your points.
Here it is. I don't know why it's blurry. There it is.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You see what stands out to you on this?
Where it start building. But look at the very bottom. It says
what am I want? Do I want to use this stupid app to build my set? What do I want
to do? The earn points.
Is that a button?
It doesn't look like it, does it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It used to look like a button.
Right.
Now it just says earn points. Does that doesn't even give you an indication, but click on it. Click on earn buttons. Earn points. Then you get to the stupid stuff. Okay. So they have, to me, it's such a petty thing. It's just 20 points, which is nothing. But they don't even want you to do they don't even want you to redeem them. So now you can register.
So yeah, that's the same spot that the website. So
you bypassed all that with
going
direct. Because you're scanning it. Basically, it's because you're not using the app. You're scanning it straight to your computer.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all in the app. Yeah. And you know, a good YouTuber would edit all that silly stuff that we did out.
It's a lot of it's just 20 points. How did we determine how many cents that was? 20 points?
Not many.
20.
They add up. They add up.
They do.
Up.
I know. I could have that.
It's 15 cents. So anyway, my whole point of all this is they made it like that.
Right.
The average person is not going to realize that is something you can click on. It's you can earn points. How?
Right.
I don't know.
Exactly. And then
let me click on start building. They're going to click. They want you to click on start building because they made that prominent.
Absolutely.
And it angers me. They do if the earn points was just another color button, a yellow button, a red button, a green button, then I would be okay, even if it's at the bottom. But they don't want you to click on it for 20 points. I'm sorry I'm ranting about it. It just makes me madder.
It's fine.
It might not be that they don't. It might be you update the app, and that's something that was an oversight.
Oh no.
No, it changed.
It wasn't intentional.
This is intentional. This is 100% intentional.
I think it is too. I agree. I don't think they did not. I guarantee you that the look of that website and app and everything had gone through a lot of focus groups, and the focus that they wanted was for you to not click on earn points.
Oh, you know what else it does? It used to, if I was doing multiple sets, I could just keep scanning them.
Yep.
Now I have to go back and close the previous window because it'll just say, "Oh, you've already scanned that set."
Yeah. So what I have noticed on the website, because I did it the other day, I had five of something that I parted out, and I got to the third copy, and the website stopped. Now it didn't tell me I couldn't, and it didn't say error or anything. It literally just stopped. It just went to a white screen. And now I could go to lego.com and it would go, oh, okay, it's fine. About an hour later, I didn't do any testing in between, but about an hour later, I went, oh, I'm going to finish scanning those. Or maybe the website's working again. And it scanned too. And then I went and I scanned a different one, but it was a third instruction and it stopped again. I'm like, what's going on here?
That's what it's
Now,
doing on my phone now, and I have to.
I think they're slowing you down.
Yes, it's intentional.
I
It's
think
like
so.
you can't break something this bad that was already kind of working.
Right. And break it that consistent.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, you scan 3 and then it stops.
It's a bunch of extra clicks for me to do something.
You got to do the math problem still.
In fact, I almost was about to do a rant video because I was doing 5 sets, and I scanned the first one, no problem. Couldn't scan the second one, and it wasn't until I realized I got to close the preview. I got to scan it, close it, then scan it again. Then it works. So it's basically I got to scan everything twice.
Right.
It's dumb. Yeah. And guess what, Lego? You're causing me more work, and I'm going to do it.
Well, it would take you a while, but you know,
these are like I bypass it with that.
Yeah, they're like $20 on Amazon.
I'm going to spend $20.
I know.
15 cents.
I know. Do the math.
So who got a paper cut open in a bag?
I did. On my finger. I took a picture of it. It's healed up a little bit today. But the very first paper bag I ever opened.
Wait, I know what it was because it's the only paper bags I've had. It's the windshields on the Batmobile.
Okay, but it's that set, but it was, what's the first thing you open? If you want to build it.
Oh, the instructions?
The instruction manual.
Yeah.
I opened the instructions, and when I went to pull the instructions out of the bag, I got a paper cut. And so, be careful. Lego bags are dangerous now. I think it's partly because I've been in the cold, dry air a lot this week. And my skin is dry, which makes it more susceptible to cracking.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I can't believe this is the first bag I opened.
Gosh.
It's not really a rant. It's just an observation.
We were talking about, where was something else? Oh, well, it's gone now.
So what do we think about the new modular?
I kind of like it, but I think it's going to be a little tough to
see. I like it, but it's going to be like out of place with all the other modulars in a city line.
I feel like it needs to have 2 other modulars like it around it.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's a building in downtown, like the old downtown that's still there, but it's
So I've been looking, and I won't know until I build it, but I think I'm going to pull. Not the cafe corner, the other one that's sitting there. Whatever. I got 2 of them that are on a corner, and then there's the bank, which is on the back side of it. I think I'm gonna move the one to that, and put it. I think it's gonna look a little bit more, because it'll be in there with a little bit of the bookstore, and then the 2 apartment type buildings, and then I think it'll look better there. And then the bank, I'm gonna put it in with a little bit more modern looking ones. The bank's a little shorter than the others. It's kind of out of place. I didn't really realize that, but
I'm gonna put it between the X Mansion and the Avenger Tower.
Will that be in the box on the shelf, or will you actually?
Yeah.
So, here's my modular collection.
So when Alex did his review, he put it up next to the was it the cafe corner he put it next to?
Yes, I think so.
And it was noticeably smaller. It was shorter, a little bit smaller.
Oh yeah. Well, that building's big,
but it has more pieces.
Yeah,
because there's more detailing on the inside.
Exactly, which brings up the question of, would you rather a bigger, nicer building, nicer facade, better looking curb appeal with nothing in the inside that you're never going to see, versus a smaller building with more pieces with all that nice looking detail, some of it crammed together because of the size.
Yeah.
That looks good when you're building it and it's neat, but once you put it on a shelf, put it in your city, you're never going to see it.
Do I even look at stuff that's on my shelf?
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I think
I enjoy the build experience. with these types of sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather built the museum, and she got a big kick out of the buried bones.
That's funny. That's funny.
All
Look
that.
how
You'll
neat
never see.
Yeah.
And then like now I'm like, where were those bones?
Yeah.
Right.
No, could you imagine if you were trying to, like, 10 years from now, you got a parts list and you're trying to piece it together and you're like, what did I need this for? This didn't fit. Where's this piece go?
Yep. Okay, so let me look at something here real quick, because I don't know if the video's come out yet. Has the video of the 1593 superset? I was gonna make that my
I thought that was going to be your set.
Except I put it in I didn't get it out.
Fine.
I should have got it out.
Shows.
But did you notice the mistake in the instructions that drove me crazy for like an hour?
Yeah,
actually, I did have to edit that video. The color.
Yeah.
They made a mistake back then and had the 1x3 white plate, and it should have been the 1x3 yellow plates.
Yeah.
I was in the comments on that video. Call Lego.
I can't believe you didn't have 2 1x3s somewhere.
I didn't have them in the store.
Oh, you didn't go looking in.
Well, I have a white tub of various vintage white parts, and I didn't want to go through it. So I was close to grabbing some. I can't remember what I had. I had some tan or something, just an odd.
No, you don't want to do that.
Well, I was going to finish the video,
and they were yellowed,
and then and then I was going to replace them. Yeah. But when I came back to the instructions and flipped the page, I was like, really?
Had them all? You had what you needed all along?
Had it all along. So, like Lego didn't make mistakes back in the day too. So
I just started building the Batmobile right before we got on here, and there's how they had the filler colors in the middle that you'll never see, but they're just so you can. So they had some blue plates, and then I'm going along and I'm like, what are these purple plates? So later in the instruction manual, those same plates that you've already placed that were blue, they're now in the instruction manual, they're showing up as purple. Because I'm like, where do these purple pieces come from? So it's just the color didn't turn out right in the thing, but it's not even a part of the step. Then it's just in the background, pieces in the background.
Right. We were building the slushy truck. Me and Dakota and Heather were building it, and I think Dakota,
I have that one.
Do you?
It's in a box in the storage shed.
But there's a red. It's either a 2x2 brick or a red 2x2 plate, and it goes into the set early, like in the chassis of the set. And Dakota made a comment about, why is that one red? Because it doesn't match. And I said, that's so that you know which way to turn this, because in the instructions it had you turn it like 3 times. I said, now you know if the red's facing this way or the red's facing that way, you know which end to put the. And Heather's like, I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
I said, well, I can't guarantee you that's what Lego's doing, but I'm pretty sure.
I know they do so much good with the instructions about trying to let you know when they're flipping something. And they got different ways, because you can turn it upside down, you can turn it around. Yeah. And like I'm building that Batmobile.
Oh,
and I missed a part where I was like, why is this not going together right? And then I'm like, I was supposed to flip it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and it's because it makes no sense to flip it.
Yeah.
Or when you build it, it's like you're building on the rear end, and then you're building on the front, and then you're building on the rear end again, and it's like
they keep flipping the car around.
Why can't we just stay on this side?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
So has anybody talked about with the? This made me think about talking about Batmobile and those paper bags. Is Lego going to get more calls to customer service? Not to complain about paper bags, but I'm missing a piece.
Yeah. Alex seems to have a big problem with that.
That's what it made me think of, is all the times that he's had to dig back through his bags.
Yeah. See, Heather used to give me crap about that, because I would take all the clear bags and I would put them back in the box. Well, yeah.
I've been picking orders and found pieces I left from like who knows when.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, because I reuse the bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I get a bag to pack somebody's order. I'm like, oh, there's a piece in here.
Right. Well, I do the same thing, but that's what I do is I'll put them back in the box until we're done. And now I'm pretty much flattening the boxes. If we keep them, the smaller city sets and stuff, I haven't even been keeping. It's just usually the bigger, like a modular or something. But yeah, I'll put them back and then when we're done building, it's like, okay, those bags are going into the Bricklink store for shipping purposes. But yeah, I could see that being a problem because you can't see anything in them. I don't know. It's and aren't they paper? You had them firsthand. Are they not lined with some sort of coating
on the inside?
Well,
I didn't notice I didn't see what they were talking about with the plastic. Okay. So I gotta look. I'll look. I haven't opened the windshields yet. So
yeah, that's the only thing that's the only thing that's in it is the wind. It's 4 bags. Each bag has 1 windshield in it.
Okay.
So did you open yours, Earl? And is
it's kind of got like a, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like when you rub it, it's not like, it's almost feels like fake paper.
Is it wax or is it plastic?
See, I think it's some type of wax, but
it's probably wax.
But why would they wax it then?
I don't know. But did you see his last haul when he had the poly bag that was in a paper bag?
Yes, I saw that.
That looks
I think
strange, didn't it? I'm looking at it thinking, why don't they just go back to the small boxes?
Right.
That would make so much more sense. Oh wait, it's Lego. That's why.
Oh, so anything else? Do we miss anything on our notes here?
Oh, our new segment. What's more likely?
What's more likely?
What's more likely? Never say never, but never. So I actually had a really good one. A real good one. I was driving to work. And I had a real good one, and I got to work, and I forgot to write it down, and then I just realized about 3 hours ago, I was like, I couldn't remember what it was, so I had to come up with another one.
Okay.
Okay. So what's more likely? Now remember, it's not neither. It's one or the other.
One or the other.
So Lego makes a new train set this year.
Okay.
Or the F1 CMFs sell out and you can't find them anywhere.
Yeah. But since they're not going to make a train, and I'm not counting all the Duplo ones that are coming out. Yeah,
they're not going to sell out, but yeah, more likely that they'll sell out.
It's more likely that they'll sell out.
I got to answer Alex's question. He asked in the last podcast if I was going to count those F1 CMFs as CMFs since they're collectible, but they're not minifigures.
You are.
No, I'm not going to count them as CMFs, but yeah, I'll probably collect them.
I mean, you got Unikitty.
So you got. And Unikitty is a collectible minifigure series.
It's too bad the Unikitty doesn't have a dragon in it.
Yeah, make them go up. I don't have the Unikitties on display though, but they're not. They don't go in. If you go on the Bricklink, they're not in the CMFs. I don't think.
So they were throwing everybody under the bus with the if it was a Happy Meal toy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely probably would have been the one getting them. He's not wrong about that.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
That's what I said. I guarantee Jason would be getting them too. Jason went to see the Pharrell movie just because, and he's trying to tell me he wouldn't go to McDonald's to buy a Happy Meal.
He'd make a video about it. He would do it.
Matter of fact, he'd probably be building a Lego set in the drive-through line while he was waiting. While he was waiting for his Happy Meal with his Lego.
There you go, Jason. New content idea.
Yeah, there's nothing fast food about this fast food. Watch me build this Lego set while I wait.
Oh, I could build a pretty good sized Lego set waiting on my McDonald's. Oh, could you pull around? Oh, Lord. Let me go get the Death Star.
Oh, it drives me crazy. It's like, pull around the slot number 1. Why don't I just come inside?
Yeah.
I solved this problem so many years ago. I don't go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't go too often.
They haven't had any good Happy Meal toys in so long.
No.
Yeah.
The shift lead that follows me, she comes in on midnights particularly. So she comes in at about 11 o'clock at night, and the McDonald's closes. I think it closes at 11. So she's got to get there before it closes. She will come in and she will be madder than a hornet. And I keep looking at her. Hun, it's a McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night. What did you expect?
And those guys they're on their way out.
Yeah.
Like, dang it, another customer came.
Uh-huh.
Get this hamburger out of the garbage I just threw away.
Oh, Earl, you got comments?
I got comments.
Lots of comments.
And I don't have my board here, so you got to get ready.
Oh, okay. For space? Or
whatever.
Or whatever.
Because in the order I have them in, the top comment is from that guy, Alex Nunes.
All right.
I love Lego.
He says, when I see Brian...
Wait, that is Alex Nunes from the Alex Nunes and the Breaking News podcast.
When I see Brian on the podcast, I never think of him as a guest. He's like the member of the podcast who is often absent. That is true.
That is true.
Brian is our phone a friend.
He is. You need a last minute fill in. Brian is man, it's there.
Brian sent me a one of his scripts, and I read the whole thing in my mind in his voice.
Alex also says you guys went right to those awesome 90s train stations. This was the very set I was saying was the one that got away in the recent Breaking News podcast. There it was, selling a great price on Bricklink, but I waited a few hours and then it was gone. I wanted the red one. It is rare and valuable. At 2150.
Yep.
Keel Jones.
Still one of my favorite
Fun facts.
Stations.
Yeah, it's a good station.
Fun facts. Barnes and Noble's online still has video sets, not the ones with the valuable figures, and Walmart online still has the Galaxy Explorer. Available from Walmart, not just resellers.
Wow.
That's a good, because that's what I was about to say. Was it resellers? And he clarified.
There's nothing that drives me crazy more than you go on Walmart and you think, and it's from a reseller. And
I try to Walmart. Yeah, that's definitely one of the sites I do not want to buy from resellers.
Yeah,
no,
or Amazon, really.
Yeah, I was going to say Amazon's not much better.
Chris, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I don't even know why people. I mean, I know why people sell on Amazon, but it's just anyway. There's too many headaches.
Chris Bricks. Alex Nunes is my favorite land member because of his honesty about sets. He perfectly represents the get off my lawn old man that all of us
Lego.
that all of us 70s and 90s kids have become with Lego. Bring on the rants. I think Lego missed an opportunity not using Alex in a commercial in 2024 for the year of space.
Space.
I'm thankful Lego started to release updated vintage sets. If it wasn't for Barracuda Bay, I probably wouldn't be buying any 18 plus Lego or have discovered the AFoOL podcast.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish Lego would release updated vintage sets in the $30 to $50 range.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Not
right.
even a ton of them. Just tease us every now and then.
Yeah, just one or two here or there. You know, I mean, the gift with purchases are pretty good. Why not do some of those?
Well,
to sell them instead of gift with purchases.
So they keep doing the gifts with purchases, right? So it's making them money. Yeah. That's working very well for Lego.
So the next one that's coming out is it's the BrickTrains set, right?
That's what I hear.
So you guys buying it?
How much do we got to buy to get it? $200?
No. It's $100 set.
Oh,
it's like the Galaxy Explorer. But
I
get that for sure.
Yeah.
So are you going to go out and get the one that it's the older version before everybody
I'll have
else
to
does?
look at it and see. I don't know. What do we know which one it is?
Nah, I don't know. I don't
I
know. If it might be like a Galaxy Explorer type deal where it's in
Different.
name but different. Yeah.
Well, it should
think-
be a little different.
Yeah. SG Bricks, aka Sega Bricks. I'm lucky to have the Metroliner in the Yellow Station from my childhood, but no Metroliner restaurant wagon, but also the red crocodile locomotive. So he's got the Metroliner, he's got the Yellow Station. He doesn't have the Metroliner restaurant wagon, which is the double cab, right?
Right.
Is he talking about the club car?
Club
Yeah, I
car,
think
yeah.
he's
Well,
talking about
maybe it
the
had a
club
different
car.
name in
Yeah,
Europe or something.
but he does have the red crocodile locomotive, so I should have
Which
those
one?
minifigs.
Yeah.
I guess he means the 4551.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
The second part, listening, rebuilding my Metroliner because it was in a 75% build state. Luckily, I can source most missing parts out of my collection. Tomorrow, I would let it ride again after 25 years.
There
And
you
I just
go.
found out the Metroliner has an alternate build in the instructions. Greetings, SG from Belgium. Boy, I mean, we are just inspirational, aren't we?
So I was looking at going through my trains, and I was like, I still have the alternate built of the Metroliner.
Oh,
I thought, where's
really?
my other Metroliner? And I'm like, oh,
It's the alternate.
they got the alternate build. I did a video of it years ago. It might have even before I did BrickTsar. I had a video of the alternate build of the.
Right.
Wow, that was a long time ago. Chris Cummings, I was watching another podcast about trains, and they were talking about the HO scale 3-foot rule, that it should look good from 3 feet away. I consider Lego trains looking good from 6 to 12 feet away, especially for me because I'm not anytime soon building a BMR train that is super detailed into scale. I don't really use any specific scale. It looks good to me, then I'm happy. Some of my cars will be 5 or 6 studs wide, but I'll probably end up putting a minifig torso and head only in them with the hand on the wheel. That's that old school.
Yeah.
It's like the old school.
I think you can still get
from 30 feet away.
Yeah, I think you can. The 3-foot rule is an interesting HO rule concept. I mean, yeah, I think Lego can look good 3 foot away and not be a BMR set. I know some people don't like the scaling of 6 wide, but
who was it? I was watching Shy's podcast. He was interviewing Stud City, and Stud's he's got him a basement. He's gonna make his own thing and wanting to do trains. And it's like, I think with Lego trains, I was watching another YouTuber who does train tutorials and stuff, and he was talking about mistakes that model railroader people make. And I was like, yeah, I can relate to all these mistakes. It's like planning and stuff. And that's like, because people that do Lego trains, it's like putting a garden railroad on your table. Garden railroads are for outside.
Yeah.
Lego trains take up so much space. It's like you can have in your mind what you want to do. And then when you start to put it on there, you're like, oh, this is going to be a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I have the program Blue Bricks, which is a Lego layout designer.
Yeah.
That hasn't been updated in a while, but the wide radius track people have updated their track in that program, so you can do those. But yeah, you quickly see how a simple railroad gets very large in Lego. Well, it's basically O gauge. I mean, it's essentially
it's O gauge, but I don't know. I feel like you can do more with Lionel on the table than you can with a Lego train.
Well, that's because if you're model railroading, right? Lionel never made the buildings 32 by 32, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's the system that we love that makes Lego trains hard. Because Lego trains cut through that system like crazy. And everybody's city looks like downtown whatever, right? It's grids, right? Because that's what it is. It's so hard to make something look like organic like you can in O-Gauge or HO or any of those kind of stuff.
I like some of the train layouts that you don't even really see the city. A lot of the modelers, they'll have it as just a few industries.
Yeah.
And there won't really be the town part of it.
Well, and that's the reality, right? Because I talked to a guy that was doing model railroads at one of the train shows one time, and he's like, "Why is your train going around a city?" I don't know. He said, trains don't run through cities.
Yeah, they don't go in circles over and over either. But that's where you get into those weird debates. Like, there's guys, they want to run the railroad like it's a railroad,
right?
And they think you're dumb if you don't,
right? Yes,
and but that's okay. You can run it. But I've always hated a point to point. Look, wait, Joey just made a point to point railroad.
I did just make a point to point,
but you made a point to point that functions like a oval. Like you don't have to sit there and keep.
I don't have to sit there and play with it. No.
Yeah.
No, them guys that are model railroading a railroad.
Yeah.
They have tickets. They just dispatch and
the little cards.
Yeah. I found it interesting, and maybe I'm just reading into this. So I did my tram, my point to point, and I did not use Lego. But several people now, including you, I think, bought color sensors for whatever reason. Now,
Jason, they were on sale. They were on sale.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Jason and Brian have both said they're going to do a point to point using the color systems.
Okay. I only bought one, so it would make it hard. I just thought it was a service pack that was on sale.
Well, you'd have to do it in the locomotive because they're both talking about doing a color system. So that means they're going to put a color tile at the points that it's going to stop and then turn around and go the other direction.
Couldn't you put the color sensor in the track and put a color thing?
Then you would need to
on the locomotive on the
then you would. Well, then how are you going to control the train though? Because the train is independent.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're the battery operated train,
right?
I thought, but if you did the
connected to 9-volt,
yeah,
I don't know. That's Brian. There's your challenge, buddy. Color sensor.
Will you recognize your locomotive?
Well, but
that's your DCC for
so they had a community. The reason he got those is there was a community commentary that used those.
Oh,
and that's where the idea came from, and it worked. I don't know how the setup was, but it was pretty neat with the stop and go with the color sensors.
Yeah, I wonder how they're controlling that then. I'm sure Brian will do a video.
Yeah. Sonia Holcomb, great episode. Earl's laugh is contagious.
He didn't laugh this episode.
I haven't laughed yet. Nobody's got me yet. It's become a tradition to have him break down in tears and laughing at the comments. Well, somebody's got to get me a zinger in here.
Yeah.
Tricks Bricks. Hey guys, I recently discovered that your podcast is available on Spotify.
Yes,
and it sure is.
Who's been uploading it to Spotify?
So if you're listening to it on Spotify, you're number 2 because the Brick Adjuster was number 1.
Actually, we get. Hang on, let me look. We get approximately. Let me refresh this page. We have one comment, so somebody actually commented. We are getting on average 100 plays.
That's crazy.
That's great. Good. I love it.
Wow.
100 plays.
Take that, Jason.
Wow. Calling them out. I don't know how many plays they get on there. But,
wait, you got to stop every. Well, isn't there like a time frame where they do their little in podcast ads?
So I don't qualify for that. We don't qualify for that. You have to have pretty big audience to be monetized on there. It's weird. Or maybe I don't know how to work.
No, you're talking about the Spotify. I'd be like, if I'm doing a podcast, I can have we could have on this one, even though we could say, hey, you, and then, but podcasts tend to do things in almost to me like a rigid format.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's got to stop to do the ad in the. I'm like, it's all we got time for. I'm like, no, it's not. You could go as long as you want.
Right.
So he says he's been catching up, listening at work all day, every day. Keep up the great work. That's a great place to listen, is at work. We find
Hey,
that,
how many people are listening?
we find that our best listeners are either sorting bricks
working.
or working. The centerpiece of my collection is my BrickTsar signed rare 2x4 brick, number 2 of.
Well, he's got it.
He's got number 2. Someday I'll sell it and retire, taking offers, but no low ballers. I know what I got.
Yeah, I stopped at 200.
Well, there
200?
you go. 2 of 200.
I still, if people want to sign brick, I'll sign it, but I stopped at numbering 200 because I got where it was hard to keep.
Well, it's kind of like the original BDP program.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
they quit numbering them because they say it's 30,000, but is it really?
I'll have to go look and see. I don't remember what number I have.
I know I have 23 because I requested 23.
Yeah. I don't remember what number I have.
Blockhead UK 18 by 25. Nearly spat my tea when Earl parried exactly what Jabo had said in the video I just watched. Too much excitement for a Friday night. That was me calling out Jabo's Hall.
Yep.
A day early. Tylenol, aka Ty Novell. I like how Earl was doing food segments throughout this episode. All he was missing was a burger from In-N-Out.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember, what was I eating?
I can't remember. I'm not much better. I brought Arby's because I was running late.
I must have had candy.
I think you had candy or something.
Yeah. Pasta Jensen. I was preparing my skis and building a fits with the 80s and 90s Lego mock while listening and watching you guys. Yes, all at the same time. As always, it's entertaining and Earl's laughs are contagious. Looking forward to the next. Nobody's hit me with a zinger yet. Maybe Pasta Jensen was the one who used the color sensor.
He's got 12-volt stuff, right?
He's got a mixture. He's trying to mix 12-volt with
somebody sent in a community commentary with those color sensors. OmniRelt. I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce it. I think it's OmniRelt. Yeah. Earl has been really enjoying reading these comments lately. Great episode. I'm always looking forward to the next one. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm trying. Sin Killer Tachikawa. He's back. We have another blue plastic track fan in this community. At this rate, we need to start a fan of old
track.
A fan of old P podcasts. Is that like I'm down with OPP?
Oh no.
All right, you got me again, Sin Killer. You got the AFoOP.
AFoOP.
Brick Jams, Earl, Deja Vu is a great movie. Yes, it was, and it was filmed in New Orleans. It sure was. I remember the second time we watched the movie, I turned to my wife and said, I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I knew where that was going.
Yeah.
Yep. That's one of those movies that, everybody has those movies that if you're flipping channels and it's on, you just stop and watch it. That's one that I do, and my wife it drives her crazy. She's like, again? How many times are we going to watch? On bricks, even though 12-volt is cheaper in Europe, it's a good amount when you want to buy your childhood dream. $450 for 7735 and 7745 and some rail. Remote control posts and signals, but I've never seen Junior so fascinated by Lego trains before. Huh. Yeah. So you got it. I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's a pretty good deal.
I guess you can't underestimate what young people be interested in, because that's what surprised me when Milo got interested in the 610 train.
Yeah.
He still plays with it. But it's like it's ugly. It's an ugly train. He don't care.
You don't care, no.
Joe Bowling, the blue brick sets I have built had numbered bags if they were big enough. I recently built a 1,600 piece Christmas bakery that had 37 bags, but they were only numbered 1 through 4. 37 bags with 4. The Klingon bird of prey we got from Breaking News was smaller and had 6 numbered bags, all numbered 1.
I always hate it when Lego does that, when they got multiple bags with the same.
Because it's like you go, there's 30 something bags, and it'll be like 1 through 19, and bag 5 will have 3 bags.
Yeah.
But bag 6 only has 1 bag.
Right. Yeah.
Ty Novell, aka Tylenol. Good to see Brian back this week. I'm guessing he's back to being the favorite. No comment.
You can't pick your favorites.
That's right. That's right. Pasta Jen said, I got 3 of those 5-pound discounts.
I did that. Yeah.
It all went acquiring the endurance. Only said I bought this November. A tad of luck as I was at work since the end of October.
I did the same thing. I redeemed the 3 discounted $5 off. So his was a better deal because it's 5 pounds.
Yeah.
His Lego was probably more expensive.
Yeah. Because all the value added taxes in it or whatever they do that. Yeah. The taxes.
So, it's just like that box that I got from Blue Bricks, just thinking about it, that would have cost me to ship in the United States would have been probably $100 to ship.
Wow.
And the shipping was only $35, and all the prices were cheaper than what the website said, because since I'm in the United States, I don't have to pay the value added tax.
Right.
So Blue Bricks was an actually pretty good deal.
Which one are you going to build first, the big one or the small one?
Probably going to build the small Enterprise. Somebody left a comment about the trains are for expert builders. Is that a way of saying that the instructions are bad? That's what somebody says it for somebody who's an expert. I'm saying that means the instructions are bad.
Yeah.
Chris Genhart. Hey guys, I recently discovered this podcast and I'm catching up on the episodes. Still another 80 to go. Here's a question for you all. If you were able to pick a vintage train set, Lego produced, not a mock, to put under your Christmas tree, which one would it be? I just had that dilemma. I have a lot of 12-volt and non-volt sets. I would have chosen 4535, the deluxe my own train, but have that one in my mom's house. I ultimately went with 4563, Load and Haul Railroad. My 3 kids under 5 seem to enjoy it, but I'm constantly worried they'll irreparably destroy it when they play with it. So I would go with the Metroliner myself.
I have Lionel. Sorry.
So when you say that about the about your kids,
they will to pick it up. That's what you got to think about.
So this is not a train, but my daughter had some kind of project at school, and it was kind of like it was one of them like show and tell projects where you do the project and then they're out in the hall for everybody.
Yeah.
So I volunteered to let her bring my King's Castle, which I actually sold it since then, but at the time, and I didn't realize it was going to be out on the hall and display. I thought she was just bringing it to the show and tell project deal, and then I show up
with her at all times.
I show up at open house, and it's in the hall for everybody to walk by. I'm like, oh my god.
Everybody's played with it.
What a mistake that was.
Yeah.
Needless to say, that's the last time I ever offered anything like that. Believe it or not, it wasn't missing any minifigs. It was only missing a couple of the flags when I got it.
Well, that
just fell off.
That might have just right when they were moving it. Right.
See, that goes back to my whole. We talk about or we have talked about in the past that it's kids tearing open the CMFs and no, it ain't. Kids don't. Kids can do bad
Some
things.
kids might, but
They might, but not for monetary value. It's the adults doing that. A kid might steal something because it's cool or whatever, but not for monetary value.
Joe Bowling, I would love to see a new coaster, but I don't think it will be next year. Wasn't the Loop coaster the most recent big fairgrounds collection set? It was. The set introduced new track parts that make loops possible. Excuse me. Yep. Are there other new track parts they could develop? Maybe new curve pieces with banking. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. So I guess he's thinking maybe there's going to be a different fairground set, not necessarily a coaster.
Maybe.
Because did the coaster, what was the first one? The
red and white.
Was the Ferris wheel first or was the carousel first?
The original carousel, wasn't it?
No, I'm talking about from like the newer wave.
Oh. It was the fairground mixer.
Right. Okay. So fairground mixer, and then
was that carousel first?
But
I think so. The carousel goes this way. The Ferris wheel,
right?
I think came before the carousel.
Oh, the Ferris wheel did come before.
So did the carousel come out after the first roller coaster or before the first roller coaster?
I think it was before, because wasn't it the one where we saw the roller coaster on the background?
Yeah,
on the box.
I think you're right. So then we've had two coasters. So we have. I mean, I guess we
had two carousels too, technically.
Yeah.
Even though one was in a before.
Yeah.
The original carousel.
And I guess we had
two Ferris wheels. No, we've had three Ferris wheels.
And if you want to call the haunted house drop tower,
that's a lot of people include that.
I mean, that include that. I mean, maybe that came out between the roller coasters, but so maybe we're going to get we've got to get something. There's got to have to be some kind of amusement ride that they got to have something on the shelf for people to buy, right?
Yeah. They've done a couple small city ones though. That's kind of sorry. That's kind of become a dark horse theme there because it's under the creator theme, right? But it's just everybody kind of groups all those together. And
I would tell you we could ask our land member, but Jason tells him what's coming out. So that
yeah. Jason's the leak expert.
Mrs. Bricks on Brick. Mr. Feeney was the teacher on Boy Meets World. Yes, he was. I'm glad I'm not the only one who watched that show.
Mr. Feeney.
And Mr. Feeney was also, wasn't he the voice of Kit? I think he was the voice of Kit.
Yeah, he was the voice of Kit. That actor. Yeah. Not Mr. Feeney, but
yeah, the guy who played Mr. Feeney was the voice of Kit. Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
So who was the guy on Mr. Rogers?
Fred Rogers?
No, there's Fred, but who's the other guy? The other guy.
Oh, Mr. McFeely.
McFeely, okay.
McFeely. Speedy delivery.
Speedy delivery. Speedy delivery. Speedy delivery.
Dude Jude, hey Joey, Earl, and Brian, and Jabo. So much I wanted to comment about, but I forgot by the end that it was what it was. So I need to comment along the way as I'll see it. Keep up the good work. All of you, not just Stacy. Oh.
Yeah.
Ty Novell, also known as Tylenol. I think the air tank in the helmet is more likely than the coaster. Huh.
Might be right.
That's very possible. Very possible. Did you see the Jason showed, somebody did a community commentary and showed the 6 times vehicle you wanted to build with the this little space rover?
Yeah. But it wasn't 6 times, was it?
I think it was.
The one we saw, we looked at it. It was 6 times the size.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about building it.
Yeah.
The only reason I thought of that, somebody mentioned it again on their last in their last comment.
Yeah.
Mr. Wicked Paul, inject them and rub them down with butter. Then you're talking about cooking. Then you're talking about cooking a turkey still, right? Yes, we are. Or I was. Marty Bricks, a question about the BDP. Do the designers get any money, or is it just the honor of having your name on a set?
No, they get money.
I don't know that answer.
They do get money. I just don't know.
I don't know what it is,
what
but
the percentage is.
Yeah.
If it was like, I think Brick Lover 18 did some video about how many tens of thousands they're making, but I'm like, how do you know what the actual percentage is?
Surely it's in the documentation somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not something that I'm not designing mocks, so I wouldn't know. I'm not designing mocks for BDP anyway. Anybody else.
Brickspace 9, just leaving a comment so Earl has something to read. Keep up the dad jokes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need something to do in these podcasts.
We're letting them talk here.
AFoOL champ. I question the name Funhole.
So why? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, before anybody all these videos were going out. When they reached out to me, I was like, have y'all thought about what your name, the connotation of your name? And they didn't understand. I'm like, because you just did a Google Translate from Chinese to something. I'm like,
if I didn't know better, I think it was Funhole with an H. Really putting the adult name full.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
They didn't think it out. But nobody cares. So.
Well, Fantasy is another one. I mean, it doesn't have any weird connotations, but it is a strange name.
Yeah. But it probably, whoever came up with it probably has some logical reason that, that makes sense. Oh, very smart.
Mayo, the problem with Lego being the new Kleenex is America culture likes to incorrectly identify products by the brand. Lego is a toy brick. Kleenex is a tissue. Band-Aid is a Band-Aid. Popsicle is an ice pop. Jet ski is a water scooter. Jeep is an armored car. Velcro is a fastener. Jacuzzi is a hot tub. Long story short, Lego, who are Danish, will forever struggle to deal with how American culture interprets the English language. It's like bar balls versus bar balls from breaking news all over again. There's.
Is it only here?
It's not just in the United States, because
I don't think so.
In Great Britain they call them Hoovers.
We don't call armored car Jeeps, Mayo.
No,
that you guys might.
Yeah, I think that is an Australian, but yeah, I mean that's not just a here thing. That's and maybe it's an English thing.
Yeah,
because if the name is English.
I read the next one.
Okay. Oh no! Are we foreshadowing?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
A brick in the wall. It says, it doesn't say Joey, but I'm going to say Joey. Please get over the ants. It wasn't a Bricklink design.
You're right. It wasn't a Bricklink designer program.
And Omni Relt, he's letting us know he's the first, and we do appreciate the first comment because that actually tells me it's the last.
Oh man!
Well, now you know what's going to happen. We're going to get a bunch of firsts.
No, there can only be one first.
Yeah,
but we might get a second and a third. Then I can do the countdown.
Yeah.
There's no comment from Jason. I feel slighted. Feel like he doesn't love us anymore. As a matter of fact, I gave him homework last week to come up with a new intro for our comment section.
Well, he's having to work on his comment.
But I can't really. Yeah,
he has to do. He was working with Alex. Just think of all the work he's had to do. So did you catch in the breaking news, Alex noticed the feature in community where it shows some of your more engaged.
Yeah.
And the three of us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I said, man, I feel bad for Alex. I didn't think I really commented that much.
I didn't either. I was like,
I don't comment usually on the reviews and stuff.
Yeah, I do.
I might, but
I pretty much comment on all of them.
I try. I tell you, the channel that I have the hardest time getting comments on, and it's only been this year. Maybe a couple of years ago when somebody did the same thing. No, because I wasn't doing what I'm doing. On your I get behind on your channel, Jabbo, all the time. Because the only time I can watch them is when I'm at my computer, so I can screen record the segment.
I can copy them.
Right. So yeah, I'm stealing your videos. Yeah. And I don't watch them when I'm like on my phone or anywhere else. I have to be here. So then it's like, okay, that means I have to have engaged in some other thing to be down here to use the. So that's why you see fewer comments.
I'll see multiple comments on different videos and sometimes.
All at once. Is like, what's he doing? No, he's a week behind.
That's
Speaking of that, so November's done and December's coming close to an end here. And I have recorded all your shirts and your comments about your shirts for the whole year.
I'm sorry.
I am too. Yeah, because about April, I thought, why am I doing that? And all of a sudden, I turn around, it's December. I'm like, where did the
So it's kind of like me in the challenge. It's like, well, I'm this far in. I got to keep going.
You got to keep going, yeah. So, and since there's only 20% of the people watching, there are very few people know what we're talking about at this point. What do you want to do? Do you have any idea if you want to do anything?
I was like, when I started, I was like, okay, I got all year to decide what I want to do.
Right.
Maybe you could release it as members only in the full duration.
But what?
And then break it up for your non-members.
What? It's like punishing your members.
See, now here's my thought. Talk about a punishment.
I love my members so much. I'm showing them all the videos that I don't want the public to see.
I think you should just, on the last day, was it December 31st, play all of it, put whatever, edit it all together, I'll edit it all together, whatever. And then the last video will be the last video of the shirt. And you can say, do like a shirt review. It'll take them 52 minutes to get there to see the last shirt of the year.
Wait.
About 52 minutes, approximately.
Wait, do I reveal the last shirt at the end of that?
Yeah, just start it, because when it starts...
But you would have had to have had the video the day before ready.
Well, you're already doing them. All you'd have to do is record the video. Well, to keep it with the same quality and style, just record the video, leave it unlisted or private it and send the link to me. I'll screen grab that last section, plug it in, and then send it to you via Google, and then you can upload it. But yeah, we would have to do it a couple days ahead of time, or more than a couple
of days ahead right now.
Well, you just need to do one that's the last one of the year.
Okay.
And then your final shirt is just a plain white T-shirt.
No,
we
did. That's the opening shirt. Yeah, you either got to really think about it, or you got to have to go like white tank. Just like,
what's the worst shirt I could?
Worst shirt you possibly could think of. Yeah, don't say it here.
So
yep. You waited all year just to see this.
Yeah,
you waited all year in 1 whole hour just so I could show you this.
I think it's awesome.
I get tickled when Alex and Jason are talking about it, and like when they're underwhelming, I'm like, did anybody really expect it to be riveting content.
Awesome t-shirt. Well, I get why you saved, or maybe you didn't save, but I mean, for me, it would be like the long sleeve shirts and the hoodies and stuff. Well, it got cold.
Yes.
So that's where they,
That was
yeah,
intention, but then I ended up having to, I still got tank tops.
tank tops. Well, most of them are jerseys though, right?
You
Yeah,
got to have some
they're
more
like
shirts
basketball
somewhere. I mean,
jerseys.
look, you pulled out the Captain Crunch out of nowhere.
I forgot all about and I want to thank Mayo. Like I said in the video, he's like, you missed your anniversary, or he said your anniversary's coming up, and I was like, oh no, it was the 5th of December. And so then I got to looking at my original videos. I'm like, Captain Crunch, where's the Captain Crunch shirt? Because that was the first video that I was in front of the camera on that channel.
Right.
So
since
you have all your t-shirts in the basement, are you upstairs like when you're not at work thinking you don't have a shirt to wear?
My wife's like, you've got to put some shirts up there, because there's like 5 in the drawer where I usually have t-shirts. I said, no, I'm afraid of mixing up, and I'm going to, I at least once every couple of weeks, somebody says, I thought you already wore that shirt. And you know what happens every time somebody says that?
You go look.
I go back and look at every single thumbnail. And then I have about 15 or 20 videos that I'm not in the thumbnail. So I have to go back and click on those.
Well, see, you could have just went through Joey's hour video.
That would be the worst way of looking at it.
Yeah, that would take longer.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to do something for the last one of the year, you're just gonna have to get a little bit ahead, so I can.
Can you slow that? Could you slow that?
Or not? You can do next year.
Your little time lapse. Could you? How could you? You could like slow that down to do like, I don't know, like probably 15 shirts. So if you did 15 shirts and you slowed it down and you could release it as a short.
You mean the shorts? The way those are. Yeah, I mean it's not really sped up or anything. It's just 2 seconds of each picture with the transition.
I decided the shorts just kill the channel.
Do they?
Oh
yeah.
Okay, so shorts bad.
They especially the shirt shorts.
Oh, they're
because it's like it's not for people that don't watch the channel, so they're not. No,
nobody
that had like less than 100 views for a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, but you could send it to Jason, and one week when they don't have nothing to talk about, they could just start. Oh, got a new shirt at the 10-minute mark, and then when it's over, when the hour's played, then they can read comments.
I can.
People be like, what is this?
I can send them all the videos, and that would be their end of the year commentary.
End of the year review.
So that was the other idea that I thought about, because when you did that lean back video, I think I commented on that. It's like, I already do a shirt a day. Now you did this to me. I had to lean back, watch that.
At least it was the same thing. And
yeah.
That was just one technically.
So there could be, depends on how you want it given to you, but currently I have the ability to give you 12 videos, one for each month. That's how I've been keeping track of it. So you could have all 12 videos. You could make them, unlisted, and then do a playlist and talk about them in between. You could, I just thought of this. We could get Jason and Alex. It'd take us an hour to get through it though, and do a recording here.
I can see Alex. I already had to go all year talking about these. Now you're going to make me sit an hour and talk about them again.
Well, just talk about it in between each one, and then make them go to the playlist. Yeah, the whatever.
There was a gold moment in breaking news when Alex got off on the talking about the Scotty's tissue.
That was so funny.
Doing a Scotty impersonation.
Oh man.
he does have the gift of gab. He could just come up with some nonsense in a voice.
Well, you know what I love about it though is he can say something, and Jason can have the deadpan response, and I don't even think Alex notices sometimes.
Right.
And you could see Jason. He's like thinking, "How long is this gonna go? Are you done yet?" You could just see the wheels turning, and Jason like, "That's enough. Let's wrap it."
And I think the best thing for me doing the shirt challenge, the best thing that's happened so far was actually earlier in the year when they first started doing it, and Alex went into that whole Star Trek intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, that was awesome. Because he did that on the fly. That is so cool.
Yeah, it was on the fly. And it's like I would like to do something like that. Like if I was to do a compilation of all of them, it would have to be something like I wore a different shirt every day for a year, and this is what happened type thing. Mm-hmm. And then, but do we get on and we talk about it? Do I do a live? That's how I should do it. It should be a live.
Yeah. And then you could say, it's become its own segment on this podcast.
We could think about that. We could do a live stream. Yeah, I can give you admin control. You could do a live stream here, and then you could have them on and us on and whatever. Yeah, it'd be more than an hour long though.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because they're only they're like 6 minutes each, 3 to 6 minutes each. They all kind of in the very beginning. I was trying to do them within so many seconds.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get you to. I was trying to get where you said whatever you said about the shirt and try to get that. I finally gave up on it. I was like, because sometimes you would just.
I don't talk about it enough,
or you talk about it a bunch. So then and some of the stuff is really funny.
Yeah,
but it's only funny if the long form stuff. And there's other things that I've made funny because it's just like I took just part of what you said and it's out of context. So it's like, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean you got options or nothing. Don't feel like you have to do anything.
You know what the great thing is, people? It'll never happen again.
It might. It won't in 25. It might in 26.
Well,
no, leap years are only every 4 years.
4 years, 366.
Okay, so
2028.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking leap year.
And then
I was thinking you doing the church.
I've had a few comments through the this is something I don't think I've worn yet. What I got on right now. Guess what it is? It's They Might Be Giants. And I've gotten criticism. I don't know if it's criticism. It's like, oh, that's not a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not competing against anybody but myself.
Right.
So.
Right. But you started out. I think you said T-shirt.
Yeah.
No, but I think you said shirt a day, and you said every kind
of. Is this a shirt? No, it's a hoodie.
No, it's a hoodie
or a fleece.
Yeah,
but
it's your challenge, your rules. So
you can like it or not like it too. So
and you know how to vote for that, right?
Yeah. Please give it a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Just like when you watch this video right here. Where we create new segments and don't remember what they are.
No. We're right on the poll questions too. Oh no, yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I have an idea on he's done the X. Whatever Club X is going to be back in Minneapolis or whatever. And I thought I'm going to do because I got an ice cream truck that I want to do whatever with that little segment. Video? Yeah, sponsored video. I did the slushy. I sent the slushy there, but I'm like, if you don't want to go to Club X, come to the ice cream truck or something like that. I don't know. I got to work it out. I am not good at those like Jason is. Jason does such an excellent job on that stuff. We've lost Jabbo.
It's like they became firemen. They were on the pole.
See, he could tie that into Firehouse Subs. He's got that mock. Oh yeah.
Are we done?
I think we're done.
think
Take
we're
us out of
done.
here.
All right. Well, I did enjoy this, even though we broke down a lot of unnecessary things ranting about it. I'm sorry about that. But, so if you didn't like that, you know what to do. I got a pencil for you that'll fix that. But if you did like it, please leave a comment and tell us what we talked about, because I forgot already. But we'll be back in 2 weeks with another one of these.